Hey guys, I'm Lindsey Serata with Sizzix. I'm here at Scrapbook.com headquarters today, and I'm going to teach you how to make this washi tape Bigz Die box. And we're actually going to use mat board to do that. But first, I want to show you the versatility of the box. It's obviously made to hold your washi tape on your crafting table, but you don't have to use it for washi tape. You can see here that we've put macaroons and little chocolates inside, so it's super versatile to use with anything you want. The three Sizzix supplies that we're going to use is the Washi Tape Box Die, our Sizzix mat board, and our Sizzix metallic marble adhesive sheets. So let's get started cutting. So I have my Big Shot, my die, and my mat board. I'm going to run it through the machine, and some of the designs on the die I actually need 3 times, so I'm going to repeat this process with 3 different mat boards. So I cut out 3 versions of the mat board, and now I'm going to do the same thing with my marble paper. So now that we've cut all of our marble pieces and our mat board pieces, this is what we have to work with. I have 1 top of each. I have 3 of these pieces because 2 of them are sides and 1 of them is a bottom. And then I have 2 sides, 1 connector, and 2 circles for each. And I want to show you a piece that we're actually going to throw out. We're not going to use this side piece. You can see it's very similar to this one, but this has holes that are perfect for your washi tape dowels. And so if you're using it for something other than washi tape, like little candy, and you don't want those holes, that's where you can replace the sides with this piece instead. I'm actually going to take 1 of my 3 sets of side/bottoms. This one I'm going to choose to be the bottom, and I actually don't need this little tab on this particular bottom, so I'm just going to chop it off. You don't need to do this, but I prefer doing it myself. So now that I have my pieces prepped and ready to go, I'm going to start folding all of my mat board pieces and all of my marble metallic pieces. And I have a secret from the art room at Sizzix that you're going to want to know about mat board. A lot of you have used mat board before, but what you might come across as a problem is that when you're making 3-dimensional projects, those binding edges get really thick because the mat board is thick, and you're actually combining 2 thick pieces together, and they don't want to fold, they don't want to stay when they're glued. So do you see what I'm doing here? This mat board is made of layers and layers of paper. And don't be afraid to start ripping these layers off. Even if you get to a really skinny layer, it's strong. It's not going to fail you. It's not going to rip itself. So I want you to go through all the mat boards, start folding the tabs, and rip them to thinner pieces. So now that I have my mat board folded and ripped up, not too ripped up, the only one to note that you're not going to rip are these little circles. You can leave them alone. But I have all my tabs ripped, and now I'm going to start applying my marble paper adhesive to each mat board piece. And you're going to cover up that nasty ripped part by your marble paper, so it doesn't even matter how ugly it is. So now that I have all my pieces folded and covered with marble surface, I'm going to start putting them together. I prefer to start with the bottom and start gluing the sides on. So I'm going to take a glue gun and one of the sides and start applying this. Now that I have my long edges adhered, I'm going to start with the small edges that have the circle cut out of them. So I have this singular tab right here. I'm going to glue it to the bottom inside of my box. Now the last thing I'm gonna glue on is the top of the box, and I have my hinge piece to do that. So the last thing I need to do is actually adhere some sort of dowel to the inside of the box to hang your washi tape, and I have some secrets for that. But before I show you, I want to talk to you about why I haven't put the pink metallic marble paper on here. I just like the contrast of the white on the box right here. So that's totally up to you. If you want to add the pink or you want to add another color, that's up to you. But I just like the white, so I'm going to keep it there. And now, you know all those paper straws that you have at home, you have nothing to do with them? This is what we're gonna use. Instead of a wooden dowel, sometimes it's easier to cut a paper straw and use it. So I'm actually going to chop this paper straw here to the right length, much easier than a dowel. And I can see that it's just a little bit longer than the box, which is perfectly fine. And now I'm just gonna hot glue one of my ends to it. Now that I have one end of my dowel completed, I'm going to put my washi tape in my box and string it through before I glue the other end in. So I have this placed on its side with the straw facing out, and I'm just gonna glue that on. So now our washi tape box is complete with a dowel straw. It's a cool alternative to a regular wooden dowel. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happy crafting!